Alright guys, so I'm getting everything ready, and yeah, today's a pretty good day. These are the bushings that I'm gonna at least try to install. I have a pretty good game plan, and yeah, I think they got a little bit of transmission fluid dripped on them, but should be good. There they are right there. It's like a hard polyurethane rubber. These don't split right there, but yeah, I could just push them through. I'm just gonna end up beating the other ones out with a hammer, and comes with this grease right here. And these are called the compliance bushings. These are for the lower control arms for the front. So yeah, but that's gonna be after, until I could actually take off the lower control arms. So yeah, so I have my impact, I have my light, phone mount, and yeah, everything's looking pretty good. I have my little handicap seat right there. I have instant ash on it. I gotta take off my jack. This is the 24-inch, I believe, Harbor Freight Special breaker. I have the 18 and the 24. The AutoZone ones broke on me, so I just ended up getting these. These have a nicer grip too. Kind of has like a snap-on style grip, so it's pretty cool. And not that much flex, surprisingly. PD blaster, basic tools, and I have my sockets for that right there. I have a swivel to take off the smaller bushings. There's a bolt that goes this way, and hopefully I could do all of this, but if anything, I'm just going to try, and my main objective is just to put the lowering springs. But yeah. Alright guys, so I got everything already up in the air. Luckily I found the key. I was kind of shitting it a little bit because I couldn't find it. So yeah. Alright guys, so I really like how these backing plates, instead of just going so close to the rotor, it kind of has these curves right here in, and a curve right there. So when it's inside, it ducts the the extra cooling. So that's actually kind of cool. It ducts air into there. So yeah, so that's pretty cool right there. So now I'm gonna take off this lower ball joint right there, and just try and hammer it a little bit right there, and take out these lines right here. You see this one, and yeah, the brake line, and then that's gonna be pretty much it. All right guys, so a little update. I'm actually gonna change the bushings out another day, because it's gonna be a pain in the behind to try and get this out by banging it out. After looking at some videos, people are just suggesting that that special tool, that clamp tool, or a pickle fork. So I'm gonna end up just getting a pickle fork better. And yeah, I don't want to damage this because this is a stamped steel. It is not like the Integra where it's cast. But yeah, it's kind of a funky design. So a little letdown, but I am gonna throw on the springs right now, and that's basically the main show anyways, just to see how they look. So yeah, I'm gonna take off this tie rod, take off the 3 bolts on the top, and finally take out this suspension. But yeah, the coilovers. So yeah, but this ball joint is actually pretty messed up the boot. So I'm just gonna end up getting the extended lower ball joints, and just doing that another day. So do that and these ball joints another day. So yeah, gonna leave that for another day, but kind of sucks. So let me get started. All right guys, so putting the spring on. So glad to see this and this gone. But yeah, so out with the old, in with the new. guys, so there's the bearing right there. That's the grease that I'm using. I'm gonna put it on the mating surface. Then I'm gonna open this piece and put it on there. And it's just plastic on plastic. And this is OEM equivalent. There's really, besides coilovers, there's really nothing better you can get than this. I know Nissan and Toyotas, they have actual bearings, ball bearings in here, but the OEM for Acura, it's just plastic on plastic. So yeah, so. And that's how it looks inside. So yeah, so I'm gonna pack a little bit more grease in here. All right guys, so check out my little discovery. I lined up the end of this wire. Can't really see it, but to the end of that wire right there. You can see how this one ends here and this one ends up there. So this one unwound is longer than this one, meaning this one has more coils, it's longer, and this one has less. So this one is definitely gonna give a little bit less drop because it doesn't have this extra tension right here where this tension is over here. Oh yeah, so this is already looking pretty good because I am tired of doing this already. My third time actually. Started with this and then those other cheap ones, and now these finally more better quality. Just in case anybody needs any type of advice on, you know, how to align these things back up. See that little triangle? Align that with these bolts right here. So you want this whole piece to be sitting that way. See how that is? Because the shock tower up here, it goes that way also. All right guys, so there it is right there. Looking pretty good. Found the bolt right there. Put this back, so now everything is correctly put back. Just gotta tighten up everything. Throw on the tie rod. And yeah, it's gonna be friggin' nice to finally put this thing down. And yeah, still gotta put on the sway bar link. I'm gonna put the jack underneath the control arm, lift it up until it meets, and then just throw the nut on. So yeah, and the trash just came, the trash truck just came, so perfect timing. All right, so let me get this going. All right guys, so literally an hour and 25 minutes later, I have it on. Everything's good. And yeah, besides the bushings, but I kind of knew that was gonna happen because that ball joint, but I'm gonna end up getting it soon anyways. So there's the spring. I'm gonna put the wheel on, lower it, let's see how it looks. Then I'm gonna go to the other side and just go through that like nothing. Then I'm just gonna do the rears today. I want to get all this done today, but yeah, or at least the spring's done today. All right guys, so it took me about 25 minutes to do this side, and all I'm missing is a 10 millimeter for the ABS line. But yeah, so looks pretty good. The spring is in, got everything bolted up, and yeah, looks nice. So now I'm going to put it down in the ground, take out everything from the back, and do the rears, because you gotta basically take out the whole rear interior in order to reach the rear struts, which sucks, but that's the name of the game. So let me put this back, and I'm gonna actually loosen these tie rods up right here so I could do the alignment quick with the toe plates. That's gonna allow me to drive it for a little while until I go get an alignment once the bushings are done. All right guys, so same day, got my junk over there. Everything out the rear. So yeah, so just taking a break from the front. And yeah, that wheel is like this because the front end is raised up because it's not as low as the coilovers, but I think I'm gonna be super happy with these. So yeah, just taking a rest, and I'm gonna get started on this, get these springs installed. All right guys, so finally got it off with the old and with the new. You could tell that these springs are heavier, these are more lighter. You could also tell that the gauge of the wire of the steel, see that right there, you could see this one right here, this one's thicker. So yeah, so this one has more of an aggressive progressive style right there, and this one's just less. So yeah, so this one was actually kind of comfortable. Pretty sure this is gonna have a lot more travel because of the thinner wire. They kind of seem a little bit softer, but I don't know. It kind of makes sense that these would be softer since they're thinner. But yeah, gonna throw them on, and yeah, looks pretty dang good. All right guys, so there it is right there. It's all in, everything's tight. Have to take off this bolt right here so everything lowers, but yeah, looks pretty dang good. So now I gotta install one bolt up here. It's that one that's like in the corner. It's kind of hard. You need a little pair head ratchet, and then I'm gonna go to the other side, and yeah, it's gonna be all good.